All right, everybody. Thanks for waiting. We were this time employing a little countdown to see how many people would get started, but I'm Zoom with Corrat Software. Good to see everybody. Let's take a look at the new heads-up display transparency. So the first thing you do, of course, you log in and you come up here to Preferences, and under Preferences, you go to the heads-up display Windows section. And right here is where all that new stuff is. It's the HUD elements, the chat box, and the minimap. So what I'm going to do first, before I start tinkering with this, I want you to see what it looks like in game currently. Now, as I navigate to a place to spawn, I'll just say that when I first heard of this, I'll be honest, I wasn't too horribly excited. Like, I was like, okay, that sounds really interesting. Wow, is this the best use of our time? And so here we are. I want you to focus on the elements. So like down here, you see the gun, you see the health bar, the stamina, the chat, and the map screen at the upper right. So the little mini map. So what we're going to do now is, you can see how that's on your screen. We're going to despawn, and we're going to review what happens when I make those changes. And for those of you who are desiring a bit more, you don't really know what this does until you actually start to tinker with it, but it really frees up a lot of space. So I'm going to drop all these down to maybe 25% or so. So it's going to be more transparent, less transparent. That's what that means. All right, I'm going to hit save, back. I'm just simply going to spawn back in. Now watch how this changes these HUD elements. You should see now it's a lot more transparent, both on the chat, the mini map at the upper right, even my FPS counter over there on the right, and then at the bottom left where my my weapon and all that other stuff is. So let's see what happens when we make it a little bit more transparent, like all the way. Especially for those of you, who like to. I've seen a lot of people make their UI, their HUD. They move all these objects around quite a bit. This is going to be really beneficial for you guys, and the only way to properly articulate this is to show you. So again, we're going to make everything here quite a bit more transparent, if not all the way. And I've actually never done this, so I'm curious to see what the result is myself. Okay, so as you can see at the bottom, I mean, there's nothing. You can see through everything, which is the ultimate. Of course, at the upper right, though, your mini map has suffered horribly, and it's pretty useless up there. So probably not the best idea to go all the way, but the option's there. If maybe you don't use the mini map, maybe you don't care about that. Now let's see what happens when we put it at the other end of the scale, which is the least transparent. Yeah, so in this case it's just solid, which probably isn't the best. I wouldn't really recommend that, but somebody might really like that. It might just help their eyes or something. So again, I guess this time we'll try and spawn in a vehicle and see what that looks like. We're gonna once again modify this. We're gonna go at about 25%, which is about where I like it. Sure, let's get a tiger. We're not really going to move around. We're just going to see what it looks like. We'll go to the commander position. So yeah, especially here as you're looking down your sight, you might see something really critical. Something really critical over here that normally you may not be able to see, or something like a sapper kind of sneaking around. The point is this HUD transparency is really quite valuable. More than, the text doesn't do it enough justice. You have to really experience it to appreciate it. So in terms of when this is going to be deployed to the game, because naturally that's what everyone wants to know, it's currently in testing. I'm on a test server right now, checking it out. So that's always a good sign. We are quite happy with it and anticipate that It'll be coming to World War II Online here, we're hoping within the next month. We have another update planned around that time, which is going to include quite a few different things. So, yeah, this is Heads Up Display Transparency. Thanks for watching. This one's kind of short today, but we just wanted to give you a visual demonstration as to what this looks like. So if you have any questions, ask away. This will turn into a Friday update article. Thanks for watching, and also thanks for your support and subscriptions, making developments like these at World War II Online possible.